Hi, this is Judith Briles, the Book Shepherd, and we're talking a lot of questions for if you put your toe in the water, and whether you go full out as I'm creating my own independent publishing house, you still have to answer these questions. Or if you're doing it yourself, you got to do it, and you're just going to kind of trying to save some money here, and you're not going to get some of the professional help I would highly recommend. Or you go with a entity that's called a self-publisher, a hybrid, that they will require you to put up bucks, could be several $1,000s for them to take over the manufacture and publication of your book. That's what you got to know here. So the question you want to ask is, what? We start with a couple of things. What can I sell my books in other online stores besides where you got it? Can I go someplace else? If you're doing it all yourself, your answer is yes, you want to do that. You want to get it exposed as much as possible. Second question is, what's the cost of my copies? Now, here's the cheat you want to do. If you're not quite sure yet, you haven't got any bids, you can go either go to the Google and put in Ingram Spark print calculator. You can also do it for KDP. And do a comparison, and you have to put in some data, how many pages, what kind of paper, what's the size of the book, is there color on the interior, etc. But you're just going for one. What's the cost of one book? It's going to be the same if it was 10, 20, etc. Now, what's your cost? That's what you're looking at. And that it's very important if you're negotiating with someone else who is basically publishing related to your book, you want to make sure that you're not overpaying. A traditional publisher, they would often let the author buy a copy at 50% off of whatever the retail price is, knowing that they are getting it for much less. All right, so I'm giving you what the cost is if you were doing a print on demand. And also the experience is that Ingram Spark, their books could run $1 more per unit than what Amazon's KDP is. So you got to compare them. You just got to compare all of this. But the bottom line is, what's it cost if I buy a book? So if you they say, well, it'll cost you $6 a book, and you can tell by the calculator, gee, they're only paying $3. Maybe you can negotiate down a little bit. Just a thought. All right, more tips on how to do that kind of thing you'll find in my book, How to Avoid Book Publishing Blunders, and I again highly recommend you get it. All right, we will see you tomorrow with another great question.